I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.
What up, down? DJ Bigboss, you already know who it is. Back with some XFL. Man, tell me in the chat, man, how y'all digging this XFL stuff, man? I was thinking to myself that overall in the XFL, if there's any because I talk to a lot of people, and some of them are pro XFL, some of them are whatever, So, with that being said, I think one of my downfalls that I see in the XFL thus far is it's not the greatest QB play. I can't really say. I mean, they say maybe Danucci's one of the better ones, AJ McCarron. I see plenty of falls in each and every one of them. So I think the quarterback play is kind of holding it back, but the athleticism of the running backs and ability to make plays of the receivers and the ability of the defense to make plays and the rush and the blocking, it's all fair game. Look like decent play to me. So I'm happy for it to be here. So yesterday's game, I went 0-1-1 with the Sea Dragons. I had Sea Dragons over 18 and a half first half, and they landed on 18, got beat by the hook. And then I had Sea Dragons -4. Sea Dragons, shout out to the Sea Dragons. They came back yesterday pretty tough in the second half when made it a very exciting game. Took the game way over. I should have doubled my overs first half and full game. I hope some of y'all might have did that, but I happen to not do that. And so I missed. And then I got, what up, Luis Leva? How's it going? So then I ended up getting a push at the end because the Sea Dragons came back and won just inside of 4. So I guess you can't be mad at the push. I'm going to take it, but guess what? It's a new day. Time to do this again. So I'm going to jump right into it. I ain't going to hold y'all too long because it was 30 minutes before kickoff, or a little less than 30 minutes before kickoff now. So first game coming up today, St. Louis Battlehawks at the DC Defenders. The weather out there, it's decent for play today. Nothing to be reported like yesterday with the Vegas game. The wind was crazy. Many people thought they was probably on with the under, but ended up going over late. So Vegas won on that one. But anyway, St. Louis Battlehawks, DC Defenders. DC Defenders playing at home this week. St. Louis Battlehawks and DC Defenders are training mates. That means they eat together, they travel together, they're housed together in Texas. So we seen this yesterday with the Sea Dragons game. We seen it with the Roughnecks and the Renegade game. It definitely intensifies it. Both of those had some little squabbles and all that good stuff. A little animosity going into it. So it should be an exciting game. But right off top, I like the DC Defenders to win the game. The Battlehawks, I give it to them on defense that they do create turnovers. They play a pretty aggressive defense, but they've slipped in one of their 2 games. Whereas the DC Defenders, they kind of work hard for theirs. They have a high tempo on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball. I think they are one of the better teams in the league right now, and they're playing at home. And this is kind of a battle for the home crowd as well, because the stadium over there at the Blackhawks and DC Defenders, attendance-wise, and how they're moving with the XFL agenda, it seems to be getting riled up over there. They like having these teams in those cities right there. So shout out to St. Louis, shout out to DC, supporting the XFL like that. But in this game, X's and O's, like I said, DC Defenders play at a higher tempo. Coach Kevin Barlow, comes from HBCU type thing. So, of course, it's kind of like that, HBCU rhythm to things. So, it's got far faster than how the Battlehawks go now. Battlehawks, with AJ McCarron, man, they saying he the good guy, this, that, and the third. He's so great. But I think that AJ McCarron he's old and he doesn't move around very well. And with the intensity that the DC Defenders are going to put on him, I think he's going to fold under some pressures. We'll see some true size, to see his longevity. Is he really just playing to be back playing football in the XFL, or is he trying to go back to the NFL? So it's going to be a test for AJ McCarron with this rush coming from the DC Defenders today. Better believe that. And as for the DC Defender quarterback play, Temu is kind of splitting it sometime with K. McDonald. I think they both pose a threat, but you have to rotate them just like they kind of do them, because their talents are kind of different. They're not the greatest quarterbacks, but they can get the job done. You leave a opening for Temu, he'll take off on you. K. McDonald, he always does his thing. We got a guest up in here. My man Wham backstage. You just jumped in backstage, Wham, or you coming on the show? Well, I'm gonna let you let yourself in when you want to come in on the show. You might be getting ready for your show, but it's all good, man. But back to this game right here. Let me speed this up a little bit. I didn't plan on being here too long, but DC Defenders, St. Louis Battlehawks. I'll show y'all my play right here. DC Defenders -3 full game. I like that. Iniquimus, what up, though? Shout out to you for saying let's get it in the chat. But yeah, DC Defenders -3 full game. I think they're the better team overall. They're going to play well at home. Let's cover that 3. And I like the first half under 18. I see why 18's the number in XFL now, because of the way that the extra point goes. Most of these touchdowns end up at 6, believe it or not. They rarely, well, not rarely, but many teams don't get the extra point. As a matter of fact, who was it yesterday? The Sea Dragons, they always go for 3 on every one. And they could have went for 2 to make it look some kind of way last night. They ended up going for the 3 again, missing it. So 3 touchdowns in the first half, which you usually get like 21 in the NFL or in college. 18 is what they got over there. So we're going under the 18 in here because, they're stable mates. I expect them to fill each other out, play some offense, play some defense, maybe score a touchdown, maybe even 3. But not getting those extra points in is going to be key to the number if it stays under or not. So we're going under right there. Let's bounce on over to the next game. We got here we go. Orlando Guardians at the Arlington Renegade. Now, everybody knows that the Guardians is just the worst team by far. Like, it's on the stat board that they're the worst team. It's on the field play. They can't get it right with the quarterback. They can't get it right blocking up front. They can't get it right with the running back. They do show signs on defense. They have a few turnovers. They can do a few things. And they have moved the ball and scored on some teams, maybe once or twice. But overall, I think it's just chaos with Terrell Buckley, the coach. He just one of those people that can't coach. Like, everybody can't manage the team. Everybody can be a position coach, OC, DC. But when you talk about managing a full team, everybody's watching. And I think he showed some characteristics. He said a few things, especially with him being mic'd up, that shows that it's a lot of chaos over there in general. So still not a team you want to back or take the points with. If you're gonna play this game, you should play on the Renegade side if you want to give up the points. But me myself, I'm a little different in this game because I'm going under 18 first half and full game under 37. Both teams bad quarterback play. Even though this game is set off for the Renegades will be bringing in, I believe, Kyle Slaughter. So they still Bob Stoops and them. They still over there changing things up. They bringing in Kyle Slaughter over Drew Plitz today. Now, as bad as the Guardians is, I mean, Paxton Lynch or Francois, they're not doing nothing. Paxton Lynch got pulled out the game. They put Francois in, man. He threw this pass that was like, Beep. And they got him out of there too much after that. So big quarterback problems, big attitude problems, big everything at the Garden. No way you back those guys. If you're gonna lay the points with the Renegades with Kyle Slaughter coming out. But I like it under first half and full game. Let's jump to the last game of the evening right here. Oh, that's not it. Sorry about that. I think this is going to be, even though these are no stablemates or nothing like this is going to be a little rival right here. This is San Antonio versus Houston. I'm pretty sure that's like a thing in Texas, right? Especially with sports. I mean, they're about 2.5, 3 hours from each other. So I think, it's beef. It's beef on the board now. San Antonio Brahmas, they beat the Guardians last week convincingly, and the Roughnecks came back on the Renegades late. And that was one of their training facility stablemates. You could tell it was on the field. Houston came out, showed they was the big brother. But now you got little brother from San Antonio coming up, the new team that's I would say struggling to survive, but they surviving 1-1. So Wade Phillips over here at the Roughnecks, everything has looked from both games spot on, like most competent offense, most aggressive and talented defense. He has a really nice squad right here. He could just go undefeated, at some rate he could just go undefeated. But the San Antonio Brahmas, they show some qualities in stuff like running the ball, playing aggressive on defense, following the lead of Hines Ward. So they show a lot of signs that they can do some things well. And I think they got a chance today. But I was thinking of taking them for a game, but I had to come down to my senses. I want the well-organized team like the Roughnecks that's coming out with the energy and the athleticism. I want them in the first half. In this XFL sport, I think this is the late night game. That's when all the 3-point extra points and all the different rules come in over there. So I'm just going to jump in first half where it's the sharpest to me, where I think Roughnecks can come in and take advantage right away. -2.5 first half. I think they're gonna score. The Brahmas can score. The Roughnecks can score. Remember, I think this is the play on the magic number 18. They're giving us a half a point off. So we just need 3 touchdowns, one in the first quarter, one early in the second quarter, and then a late second quarter touchdown. And we over there without even the extra points. So that's a good feel for me right there. I like that. We're going to take advantage of that because we're watching that number 18. So we're going to go over. Even though full game, I believe this game may go under. And full game, I believe that the Brahmas got a chance to cover in that 4.5. But it's not about what I believe. It's where I find the most value and where I want to put my money. You know what I'm saying? So got my money over there. But pretty much that's it for me today, man. I hope y'all enjoy y'all Sunday, man. Sunday's a great day for people not to bother a capper. What up, though, Wham?
What's happening? What's up with my man? What's up with you, boss, bro? What's good, man? I had to let you break that all down, man. You broke it down real nice and lovely, bro. And you say, that's all you got there. So I wanted to hop on here because there's only one game I'm not going to be able to talk about on my show. I felt like I had to hop in and do it on your show. It's only right.
Let's
It's
go.
the Suns against the Suns against the Dallas Mavericks. This is the most interesting game of the day. Of course, Kyrie goes up against KD. It's going to be one of those good spectacle games. Comes on in 30 minutes, so you still got time. I'm currently going to be on the Chris Paul double-double at plus 190, plus 175 at some other spots. I like that look a lot. Last time he had 22 points, 10 assists, and you know his guy, his main running mate, Ayton, just got announced in. So that pick and roll dynamic will still be in effect even with KD out there. I think he gets to this 10, not at that hard spot. It's all about him taking advantage of the bad backcourt, which I think he will make those guys work today. So I like Chris Paul double-double as far as best bet for this game. And then also I like him going over the 2.5 threes. I think they let him wide open last time. At 4 3-point makes, I expect him to have something of about the 6 3-point attempts. So I think he could go over the 1.5 3-point makes at plus 134, plus 125 at other spots. So shout out to y'all for being able to tune in at the end. Y'all got that right there. Shout out to my man DJ Bigboss for letting me hop on here as well. I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm gonna hop out.
Tag. Shout out to my man Wham. Y'all know him as Wham Bam, Wham the Truth. You know, he got all those different names that he call him out there because he out there active. So he came and blessed y'all with some early morning props and some plays. So I hope y'all writing this down as they going through there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no never really telling what you're going to get on any of our team Who-Bangin shows because our team shows up to show out and we support each other's stuff. So shout out to my man Wham hopping in early with me right now. But yeah, that's pretty much my plays today in XFL, man. Like I said, be careful early morning with the Battle Cats and the DC Defenders because they stablemates. The weather looks pretty clear. The Houston Roughnecks game might be like 60 degrees or something later over there in Houston for the game, but it shouldn't affect nothing. But we're on the under over there anyway, so we hope it's toned down some. You know what I'm saying? So that's the vibes we got today, man. Stay tuned on Twitter. Things about to come on in a minute. Make sure y'all go put them picks in, drink and smoke responsibly. And I'm gonna be getting out of here, y'all. Y'all take it easy.